Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Bhoopesh. Hope you are doing perfectly well. So today we are following up on our sessions that we have done on Azure Cloud. So last session we talked about how to spin up a Azure AKS cluster, Kubernetes cluster, and then we deployed an application, and then we started the monitoring on that. So today we'll be doing spinning up EC2 instances, or you can virtual machines, both Windows as well as Linux, and we'll be checking how to log into those virtual machines using a PEM file. So what do you need to do? You need to go back to your free account, write portal.azure.com, log in with your account. Simply, the moment you are logged into your home page, then you can go to your virtual machine sections. So yeah, you need to type virtual machines like this, virtual machines, correct. You're onto this page, and then we'll simply go ahead and then create the first virtual machines, right? So you can see the credit remaining is showing because you have a 1 month to spend the 16,000 of free credit. Now this is a free trial. You already have a resource group existing, that you have created last time for EKS cluster. Just give a name, a VM Windows. Okay, it's a Windows machine that we are trying to create. Let's create into our India region to save cost, and then so first of all, let me create the Windows machines. Okay, 2019 data center, Gen 2, and then yeah, username I can give, suppose I'm giving a username of Grafana, and then I'm giving a password of some complex password, right? Perfect. And then this is the RTP port. I'll do a review and create. This will review the configurations of virtual machines. Now you can check the other important activities like the disk space, the size of the machine, and all that. So defaults, the size is 127 and it is a premium disk. Okay, and then you can see the networking. There's a default VNet that will get created, and then you can see the you can enable the monitoring also if you really need. For now, you just disable it. We will do the monitoring separately. Sorry for you can create tags also. Like, since everything is okay, let's quickly go ahead and then this is the pricing of your VM size. We can simply change the VM also, right? If it's standard B1 size, this will generally takes 10 to 20 seconds to review, and the validation has been passed. And you can simply go ahead and then create this virtual machines, this Windows virtual machine. So till the time this is getting created, let me go back and then go to my virtual machine page. I'll be able to see that virtual machine is getting created. You'll see that thing in a while. So let's create another virtual machine just to save time. This time I'll be creating the the Ubuntu machine, right? So I'll be using the same subscription. I'll do a VM Ubuntu, right? The same South India. This time I'll create a Ubuntu machine, correct? And then yeah, I'll be using a public key. Okay, I'll not be using password. It is always better to use a PEM file to, and this will be my username. And what will be the PEM, the public key? It will be Grafana, right? It is already there, so let me use Grafana 2, the PEM file, the key pair name. Fine, I'll do a review, and let's see the review. In the meantime, let me see what is happening with my Windows virtual machine, right? So review passed. Perfect. I'll just go ahead and create it, right? Now I'll see, yeah, download the private key and then create the source. So it will download the PEM file, which will be used for logging into that Ubuntu machines. Okay, so let's see what is happening in our virtual machine section. I can see Ubuntu machine is coming up nicely. What about the Windows machine? Anyway, so the Ubuntu machine is ready, I guess. So let me go back and click on this Ubuntu machine. Okay, and then I'll go back, and then this is already started. I'll connect. I'll click on the connect via Basta as a different topic. I'll talk about it in the next session. And then I'll click connect, and I'll be getting the IP, the public IP. I'll copying this public IP of that Ubuntu machine. I will open the MOBA Xterm or any putty session to get into the Windows machine, right? Sorry, Ubuntu machine I'm talking about. So this is my public IP. I'll be doing the edit of that session or any new session. I'll copy the public IP here. The user is Azure user, and then I'll relocate my PEM file. So this was the PEM file that I created when I was creating the Ubuntu file, right? Ubuntu machine. I'll do a double click. Now this will simply go ahead and get inside this Ubuntu machine, right? So I'll just do a clear. I'll do ID, right? I'll do host name, so I can see my Ubuntu machine is up and running, right? So let's see what is happening in our Windows machine. Let me go back and click on this Ubuntu machine. Let me stop this just to save cost. Let's stop this machine. Stop. Okay, it will stop the machine. Let me go back and then see what is happening with my Windows machine. Or maybe that is not created. I did not hit the create button. So let me go back and create the Windows virtual machine. Right, again, VM Windows, correct. So I'll be switching on this 219 server. Username is Grafana, password is 345. Right. So now my Ubuntu machine might have been stopped because I don't want to run permanently just to save cost. Okay, so Ubuntu machine is stopped now. I will just delete that machine completely from my subscription. That will save cost. Okay, and then this will delete my Ubuntu machine that I just created it. Now you can see the Windows machine validation got passed. Let me see what is happening this time. Now it is initializing the deployment. Maybe last time the button I did not click it up, so that is the reason the Windows machine deployment was not happening. So I'll go back to my virtual machine page, and then I'll see the Windows machine might be coming up, and the Ubuntu machine is already gone. Okay, yeah, the deployment is in progress. So this is the Windows resource group that is creating your Windows machine. Okay, you can check what are the resources that are getting created. First of all, Windows virtual machine, public IP address, your network security group, your VNet. We'll talk about all these sections in a greater detail in our next sessions. So first of all, our main focus is to create both the machines, Windows and Ubuntu machine today, just to make sure that we are. So you can see deployment is in progress, and I can see now Windows machine is now popping up on our list, right? And since it is not completed, otherwise you will be able to see the connect session. Let me click on connect, and then we'll download the RDP file for this. I can download the RDP file. Correct, my RDP file. So this is created, and I have downloaded the RDP file. Now I'll go back to the download section. I'll click on the RDP file, a remote desktop file, and then I'll click known. Then it will ask for a password. So the same password that you have created when we were spinning up machine. You click on this, yes. Now this will take you inside your Windows virtual machine that you just created it. See, now I am inside this virtual machine. It will take some time to connect and do the initial level settings. Right, this is my virtual machine with this Grafana user of that. So that is pretty much about it. Let me go back and then terminate this Windows machine also, just to save time. And then okay, so let me go back and then terminate this Windows machine, because now Windows machine is also up. Our Ubuntu machine we have already checked, it is up and running, and then we stopped that machine and then we deleted that machine, terminated that machine. So yeah, so that is pretty much. We will shut down this machine just to save the cost, and then you say the stopping of virtual machine is happening, and then we'll terminate this Windows machine. So I want to keep it short. So today what we saw, we created two machines, Windows and virtual machine creation in Azure, and we got into that machine with the help of PEM file and the username and password, and then we'll be deploying certain application in our next session in those machines. So that is pretty much. Now you can see the machine have been stopped. I will delete this machine also just to save cost, and then your Windows machine is also will get deleted from your free trial, from the subscription, because you need to do the other set of steps in the same tutorial. That's all for now. I'll take a pause. If you have not liked and subscribed the channel, please do that. That is important. You'll get plenty of videos pertaining to monitoring, OpenTelemetry, AWS, Azure, and so on. We'll take a pause. Thank you. If you have any questions, please note down in the comment section. I'll try to help. Thank you. Bye bye.